Hey everyone, and welcome to Wake Up FIT. I'm Chara Satchel, and today we have a very special guest for you, Professor Al Romano. He is the Assistant Chair of the Advertising and Marketing Communications Department. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me.
Nice. Okay, so to begin, can you tell us what your role in the AMC department is as Assistant Chair?
Sure, it involves a few roles. One role is to advise students, advising them on the curriculum, what courses they should be taking, also advising students who may want to come in to the AMC major from another department, working with the faculty, making sure that the curriculum is up to date, are the courses up to date, are we giving the students all the tools that they need to be able to go out into the industry, get a job and be successful, and I also continue to teach.
Oh, nice. And what classes do you teach here?
Well, my background is media, so I teach the audience and media courses and also the media planning courses.
Okay. And do you teach them every semester? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I do. I'm actually, this semester I have 2 sections of both courses.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's a lot.
It is. Yeah, you find yourself being repetitive at times, but you have to deliver the same material to both classes, so you need to do that.
Okay. And what are some of the benefits that students can get out of enrolling in the AMC program?
Well, I mean, just by looking at the curriculum sheet, you can see that we have a variety of courses. So if students want to go into, for example, media, there are many opportunities. They could work at an ad agency in media, they could work at a media service, or if they want to work in advertising, it could be in account management. Doesn't necessarily obviously have to be in media. They could go into public relations. They could go into event planning. There's quite a number of areas that students can go into, and we try to prepare them with enough knowledge in any one of those disciplines so that they could be successful.
Okay. And can you mention some jobs that former students have landed?
Sure. We have students at, as what I like to call them, some blue chip companies, ad agencies such as J. Walter Thompson, a PR firm such as Hill & Knowlton, and even Ogilvy has a PR function. Some of them go into branded entertainment.
Okay.
Some students are actually working at Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, PVH. So you can see the breadth of the companies and how we're able to prepare the students for these.
Okay. And now to jump on another boat, we know that you actually are one of the faculty members that run the program to Shanghai. Can you tell us more about the program and why it's such a good city to study in?
Sure. This will be the 2nd year of the program. Okay. And just from the cultural aspect, you're in a country that has a civilization that's over 5,000 years, and there's so much to learn from them. So just from the cultural aspect alone, forgetting the jobs, it's something that students will be able to experience, and maybe the only opportunity they ever have to experience that. Okay. And then in addition to that, students are involved in the work-study program there with a number of companies.
Okay. And can you tell us what a day-to-day is like for a student?
Sure. Students will go to work every day from 9 to 6. And again, working at companies such as J. Walter Thompson and Ogilvy and Mindshare, and we had students at the Gap.
Nice.
So we have quite a number of companies, and students will work until 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And then they'll have, at least once a week, they'll have class with me. So it's a pretty full day for them.
Okay. And then can you also explain to us a little bit about the language barrier? Because I know a lot of students are afraid to go and study abroad because of, not knowing the country's, native language.
Sure. Well, they really shouldn't think that that's a problem. Shanghai is, other than Hong Kong, the most westernized city in China. Okay. And English is pretty common there. From the hotel where we live at, they all speak English. Traveling on the subway, all the signage is in English and in Mandarin, and the announcements are made in English and in Mandarin. And at work, even though there are many co-workers that they have who don't really speak English, the people that they report to, their supervisors, all do speak English. Okay. And we always have 2 students at every company so that we have what I call a buddy system. So they have somebody that they can rely on.
Okay, great. And basically, to wrap up our last question, can you tell us how students can find out more information about the Shanghai program?
Sure, that's very easy. All students have to do is visit the Office of International Programs here in the B building, even though we know that all these buildings have names, but I can't remember them all. And they could also come to the fourth floor of the B building where the AMC office is located and just ask for me, and I'd be more than happy to sit down and talk to them.
Okay, well, great. We just want to thank you so much for coming in and speaking to us. A lot of information about the AMC program and then also Shanghai. I'm sure a lot of students will be with you on that trip.
Well, I hope you're one of them. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. See you next week.